Before we start today's video, keep in mind it is a discussion video. At the end of the day, these are just my opinions. Of course, you are free to like whatever the hell you want to like. You're free to think whatever you want to think. I'm just giving my reasoning as to why I don't like part 2 today. And this was going to be a 500 subscriber special, and then I got 600 subscribers now. So we're getting close to 1,000, which is my goal for the end of the year. Of course, you guys are all great. I'm appreciating all the new support. Like I've mentioned before, you know, all the people that leave likes, all the people leave dislikes, all the people leave good comments, all the people leave bad comments. It's whatever. It's cool. It's cool. You can hate me. I don't care, because if you're still coming back to all my videos, then clearly you care about something to continue saying dumb shit and to continue leaving dislikes. So congratulations, you played yourself. But anyways, don't crucify me for this. I fucking hate part 2. Part 2 sucks. And let's get right into the video. Video? What the fuck?
Get back, JoJo's!
Alright, so first thing I'm gonna say, right off the bat, fuck young Joseph, okay? Okay? Did you guys hear that? Fuck young Joseph, alright? I have so many problems with him. It's like, he's fucking annoying. That's probably the biggest thing that bothers me about young Joseph. Now don't get me wrong, at first, he's cool, he's funny. First time watching or reading part 2, it's all good, right? I only don't like part 2 going back after to it, and I'm gonna talk about that at the end of the video because I have a lot of stuff to talk about, I guess. So I'm not gonna mention that now, but god damn, if I've ever seen a character with so much luck and RNG that pushes the character to do things. And let me break it down for you guys so you guys understand where I'm coming from, alright? So part 1, we have Jonathan, who worked hard for all of his stuff and necessarily wasn't the luckiest, even with the luck and pluck, because he did end up dying of shit. And a lot of stuff in his life literally went to shit. Everything just fucking went downhill. It was really bad. Free my nigga Jonathan. But Jonathan worked hard for a lot of stuff. He overcame Dio. He beat Dio. He technically beat Dio, even though Dio took his body at the end and the fucking boat blew up and shit. He beat Dio. He beat him. He beat him. This nigga Joseph has beaten people, but he can't beat cars. He didn't beat cars when he had a chance. He didn't beat cars after. Cars fucking flew up into space. By chance. By chance. And by chance, the fucking force of the rocket going up ended up shooting Joseph's arm up to push cars back so that he could get sucked into the fucking wind and get tossed out into the depths of space. How the fuck did Joseph survive that crash? How the fuck did this nigga breathe in space? I don't fucking know. Especially with a cut off arm where he should have been suffering and been in a way more pain. And his body shouldn't have been working by blood loss, but given it's JoJo, but even though you could say, oh, it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on, there's still a factor of realism to JoJo. Just because it's crazy doesn't mean that it can't fucking make sense with things like this. Like, what the fuck? This nigga's RNGesus. He's fighting fucking, who is it? It was either Santana or Strazo, and he pulls a fucking Tommy gun literally out of nowhere. Where did this nigga keep a Tommy gun? He literally pulls it out of his ass. It's the biggest fucking ass pull, literally. No jokes. Like, what? How? Where did he get this gun from? Where? What did this nigga do to get this Tommy gun out of his ass to shoot this nigga through a building, not caring if there's people in there? Joseph, what the fuck? And then he does this your next line is thing, and he says the character's next line, and it's like cool the first 2 or 3 times, but then it gets fucking annoying and worn out. It's like I'm playing Persona 3 all over again, and all I hear is baby, 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 yeah, and fucking mass destruction playing. Do you know how annoying that shit gets? Listening to that for over 130 hours? It gets annoying as fuck. Nobody wants to hear this nigga doing that shit. Imagine hearing your next line is every 5 seconds. You hear your next line is like every fight. What the fuck, Joseph? Please, please, please. Don't. Just don't. Don't do that shit. It's annoying. And you know what this nigga also does? He fucking runs a lot. His best like battle tactic is running. Nigga ran from cars. Nigga ran from fucking Wamu. Nigga ran from everybody. He runs. This nigga's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. When did Jonathan run from his fights? Jonathan confronted Dio. He fucking fought a vampire by himself. This nigga can't fight a vampire by himself, but he can shoot one. He can shoot niggas with the Tommy gun he pulled out of his ass, but he has to run. Just pull the Tommy gun out again. Infuse that shit with Hamon. What are you doing? You had a gun. Where did it go? You can't say, oh, you don't have the gun anymore, because you literally pulled the gun out of your ass. What the fuck? What? 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 Joseph, what? And then, oh my God, Joseph, him and Caesar. And I got some problems with Caesar, but him and Caesar, it's like, I didn't feel as much of a brojo connection there, right? It's like, Caesar's just kind of there. It's kind of dull. And Joseph's kind of there, and he's kind of dull. And most of the time, they're just like arguing and shit. They have a couple of moments, you know, but they just don't. Where's the synergy? I didn't feel bad for Caesar dying. Fuck Caesar. Caesar's literally worse than Pelly. Worst one. You're supposed to be the support, and then you failed to do the support. What the fuck? And then this nigga Joseph was also peeping on his mom. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Lisa. Oh, she's she's delicious. Like, you look at her legs and her skin and that face and her hair and those nice lips and the titties and the booty and everything. Oh my God, Lisa's fine as fuck. But like, I know he didn't know that was his mama, but nigga, you was looking at your mama's ass. What the fuck? And then he goes, nice. You know when he found out at the end of the part, when he was on the boat back with Susie Q and Lisa, y'all saw how disgusted his face was. That nigga was like, I was looking at my mama's ass. That nigga was upset. He had a lot of regret going through his mind. He felt disgusted, and I hope he felt disgusted, cause boy, you was looking at your mama and damn, your mama fine, and I would do the same shit. But nigga, that was your fucking mama. You don't do that. We are not crazy white people. I mean, Joseph's a crazy white person. I'm not a crazy white person. I'm not doing that shit. He can go do that somewhere else. I don't need that shit in my JoJo. What I need in my JoJo is big, strong men hitting each other really fast with really crazy powers and shit, doing ridiculous shit, you know? I don't need this nigga looking at his mama. But going back to Caesar. Oh my God, Caesar. Yo, he could have avoided dying if he waited 5 minutes. This is the thing that pisses me off the most, right? He's literally this ignorant ass teenager that just is fucking so quick to just take action and jump into things without thinking about it. He doesn't care. Like, he's just this young ass, reckless ass teenager, right? I understand. That's the thing of his age, I guess. When you turn 19, you become an edgelord and you want to do everything by yourself and be all crazy and shit and go in. He's a ladies' man. I respect it. You know, he out here pimping. You know, he out here juicing it up and shit. Getting all these bitches, you know, getting this money. I see you, Caesar. But that's literally it. That's the only thing I respect out of this nigga. Don't think I'm giving this nigga props, okay? Fuck Caesar. So, this nigga could have avoided dying if he waited 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Think about that. I could have avoided dying if I waited 5 minutes. I left the house 5 minutes too early, and it just so happens that there was a shooting going on outside, and then I got shot by accident because people are fucking retarded. If I waited 5 minutes, the shooting would have already been, you know, done or something, or the cops would have been there, and I would have avoided getting shot, and I would have avoided dying. But this nigga, that's just an example. Obviously, he didn't get shot necessarily, but I'm giving an example, right? Living near a bunch of hood rats and shit, I could go out of my house, go to the corner store to get a snack, and some dumb shit could be going on outside. And if I see some dumb shit, I'm turning the fuck around and running. That's just what I'm doing. But this nigga Caesar walked into his death. Like Wamu says it himself. He could have been in cars with Joseph if they were both there at the same time, but cars, fuck cars. But Caesar walked in to his own death. He could have waited 5 minutes, and him and Joseph could have gone in, fought in Wamu, fought in cars. We could have had a happy Yoripikune fucking ending. It could have been really happy, right? We could have been okay. But of course it's JoJo, so we're never gonna have a happy ending. But this nigga could have gone in and waited for Joseph and then gone in, right? I know I just fucked up my sentence, but fuck y'all. He could have been okay. He could have avoided his death, given it was there for the tragedy. He gave Joseph the fucking Hamon power up for getting Caesar's last little ripple, and he put his headband in there, and then Joseph gets his headband and his Hamon and shit, and all he did was make Lisa and Joseph cry. That was it. That was literally it. If he would have waited just a little bit, they would have been okay. They would have been okay. He would have been okay. Given, fuck Caesar. right? Because he's an annoying piece of shit. Just went and got himself killed, and that was his own fault, like I said before. And he could have avoided it, but he got himself killed. Like, what the fuck, Caesar? What are you doing, nigga? You got yourself killed. Congratulations, you played yourself. He literally told you, oh, if both of you would have been here, you would have taken me on and beaten me, and then you would have beaten my master. But fuck you, aha. And then he dies. He got popped. He's bubble buddy. Pop the bubble. Pop the bubble. Pop the bubble. Wamu fucking popped the bubble. And I love Wamu for this. He fucking kills the most annoying and probably the worst character out of the part. Not even cars. Fuck Caesar, dude. I hate cars. I made a video on why I don't like them, and you guys seem to like that a lot. A lot of people also seem to be triggered by that shit. But dude, fucking Wamu is my nigga. But fuck Caesar and fuck cars. Both of them. Wamu killed the worst character in the part. He did a good deed. He had a love for battle and a sense for honor. He held back from killing Joseph that first time when he was defenseless, just to fix the humiliation he received earlier from Joseph. He knew there was that possibility of Joseph rematching him again. He was like, you know what? We'll have a rematch when you craft your Hamon a little better and you get better with that. That's my nigga. All right, that's some real nigga shit. He was like, look, you're not at your fullest right now. This is some Goku shit. He was like, you're not at your fullest right now, so I'm gonna let you power up, come back and fight me stronger. That's literally Goku and Vegeta in the first fight, and then Vegeta comes back later and all the shit happens dynamic and all that, you know. But this nigga Wamu acting like Goku right now. He just being some honorable warrior. That's raw as fuck, considering everybody else is just trash. This nigga's being raw as fuck. I appreciate it, Wamu. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. He was just a strong warrior. Like, he wanted to fight strong people, and he wanted his opponents to take the combat seriously, right? Him and Joseph had a cool fight. Joseph left him with psychological trauma when he did his wind attack, and then this nigga Joseph fucking countered it with his hormone strands, and it left this nigga with psychological trauma. And you know what he did to get rid of his psychological trauma? This nigga gouged his eyeballs out, and then he used the horn on the front of his head because he a unicorn boy, and he used that shit to see where Joseph was. And then he got rid of his psychological trauma because he was getting fucked up off of that shit. He was like, damn, this nigga's gonna get me. He got him. Joseph got him. It was a cool fight though, but Wamu was a real nigga till the death. He just wanted to fight strong people. The nigga gouged his eyeballs out so he could get rid of his own psychological trauma. He was like, I don't need to see. I can see with my horn. He saw with his horn. That's raw as fuck. He's got wind powers and shit. That's cool as fuck. Wamu was just out here. It's literally the only like thing I can say good about this part. After just going back, reading parts of the manga for part 2 and rewatching part 2, Wamu's literally like the only nigga I can say I genuinely like a lot. And that's kind of sad. I don't want to like one character in one part. In part 1, I like Dio. I like Jonathan, I like Speedwagon, I like fucking William. Like, everybody's just really cool and really good. It's a shorter part, obviously, but everybody that's there is focused on more and they don't do a bunch of dumb shit. I guess it's just the part 2 thing of, I don't know what Araki was going through. I don't know what was going through his head. He was like, I gotta make this kooky and bizarre. I gotta remind people this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even though we just ended the part with a fucking bloat exploding, with a vampire nigga stealing somebody else's body, and mysteriously getting 2 coffins, whatever. And then part 2 was just like, we gotta make this as crazy as possible. So there's ass pulls, the nigga Joseph runs, Caesar pops, Lisa's bad as fuck. Lisa. Oh my god, I wanna, I'm sorry guys, I had a moment. You didn't have to try and make everything so crazy and bizarre for it to be good. We like JoJo because it's JoJo. When you push in their faces that it's all crazy and shit, it gets really fucking annoying and worn out. The Joseph stuff was cool for like 5 minutes. That's why I like older Joseph. He's got more experience, smarter. He doesn't do all this crazy dumb shit, given he still does crazy shit, but it's not the same part 2 crazy. He doesn't fucking run off a cliff and mysteriously get into an airplane within like 5 seconds and then fly that shit up. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You had to start up the airplane. You have to wait for the engine to, you know, start up and shit, and then you can start moving it. You gotta pick up speed. This nigga just fucking dashed down the mountain, came up in the airplane like 2 seconds later. That's not how it fucking works. I know it's a manga, and I'm looking into it too deep, but that's what we do out here. We look into these things too deep. We look into them, and we complain about them. What the fuck? What was going on? I'm not even gonna talk about cars in this video, because I already made a video on why I hate that motherfucker. I'm not talking about cars. I'm not. Ever again. Maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 more videos where he's mentioned. I'm not X-Force, because I'm working on one right now, and it's a spoiler. But yo, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and feel free to leave a like and comment down below any other video suggestions. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and feel free to subscribe. I love everybody. Thank you guys for helping me reach 500 subscribers, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Okay!